Hey guys, I'm Ryan here with a new Minecraft video. Today I have for you a XP bank that I made. It's nothing new, but I think it's quite nice with all the security and features I've implemented into it. This is on a multiplayer server, and the main purpose is to explain to those already on here what it is, and perhaps get some of you that aren't already on here. Um, I am a mod on here, which gives me op. Not most mods don't have op, but I'm special because I'm good with command blocks. And this bank is comprised of just command blocks and a bit of redstone. So I'm just going to explain the basics of how it works and try to make it as simple for you as possible. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so to begin, the player's XP score is stored in the tab menu. This bank, all it is just withdraw and deposit with one level given for free every 3 hours to each person. I think Realm Beast has been on for 6 hours. The 3 hour thing happens only if they're on the line when the timer kicks over, so not to give out a ton of free money. It's incentive to keep people online, so that's what it's there for. This bank is very, very cool actually. They have an ATM plugin where I just collected from this, but the longer you're online you can just go over here and press the button, grab some free money out of it. It's $2 per minute is what my understanding is, so yeah. There are walls made of Invisiblocks throughout the build here. This is just so that people who are not supposed to be able to press the button or not supposed to be closer to the command blocks that are like over there that use the @p parameter, which means the closest person don't get triggered or targeted by it. So the only way to hit this button is if you're standing right here. What you have to do is press it twice. The first one sets your score and the second one teleports you down. I'll get into that in a second. But once you're here, you can withdraw and deposit. I think I've deposited everything, so you can withdraw, deposit. Just wait until your score rolls over before you hit it again, and it should work perfectly fine. I have had people go negative because they spam the buttons. It's pretty stupid. In fact, I've locked those people out of here because I specifically told them not to, and they abused it. So they're shit out of luck on that. But yeah, it's very simple. And once you're done, you just hit this button. You can't teleport out of here. When you hit the button, it resets your score and throws you back at spawn. There is a session lock timer on it, which I'll go into in a second. But that is the basic elements of the bank itself. So now I'll get to explaining the wiring behind it. Alright, so the best place to start is probably right up here. I'm just going to go into the back here. If you can tell, it's like 8 a.m. My voice is horrible in the morning. I apologize. I just wanted to get this done because I knew if I procrastinated it, I wouldn't do it. So the button, reason why I have to press it twice, the first one sets your score to 2. I have three objectives actually down there going on, but the first one's called session. Session is the main part of the security system. When you press it, or when you press the button for the first time, if no one is down in the bank, it will set your score to 2, which will teleport you down into the bank. If someone is down in the bank, it will do this. Or if someone's down in the bank, it will trigger this command block when the button's pressed. And this tests to see if someone's in the bank. When someone gets down to the bank, I set their score from 2 to 3. So if they have a score of 3, signal goes down through here. And this goes up, this block. There's piston underneath it. My mouse is a little this morning. It's weird. But if no one's down, their score gets set to 2. And if they press it again, when their score is set to 2, this piston extends and the command block can go over. God, my mouse is really weird this morning. And the signal can pass through when they press it a second time, and that teleports whoever is down, or whoever just pressed the button, into the bank. So that's this. Now I'll get down to the bank and show you all that. Alright, so the bank is located underneath spawn. Everything in this server that I do is located underneath spawn, just so it's just loaded all the time. The method that I use to keep the score up on the list or tab menu is this little thing right here. We have an issue with corruption of data on this server. All the scoreboard stuff resets randomly, so I can't do anything fun. This was a lucky find. If you hold tab for long enough, you'll notice that the numbers tweak out quite a bit occasionally. This little system right here maintains that they don't, and it saves the data. It's just a clock setting the 2 XP objectives that get set when you're down there, and just keeping them constantly called so that they don't fuck up and kill themselves. Right here is, well, this isn't all bank stuff, but this is the online. Yeah, right there. I just missed it. This is online server reward stuff. Right through here, this just sets the teams because those get reset. Right now, my name's green because I'm on my own team. Color doesn't get reset on teams. Players get reset out of teams, which is interesting. That's a fun corruption thing. This would be an online thing, which if I could get to work, I can only display one thing on list at a time, really. So that got corrupted and killed. I should probably get rid of that system, but I'll do that at some other point in time. This is a online reward system. Every 90 minutes, it spits out an item into this hopper, and when it's full, it sends a signal through to here, gives a random player $100, tells them they received $100, and then it resets, pulls back the piston through the star snore latch, etc., etc. Now, every 2 times that fires, so this is 90 minutes, it triggers this T flip-flop, which adds 1 XP level to each person on here. It's triggered now, so that it will take 2 more signals for it to work again. So that is the interest in the scoreboard, with some other cool stuff I've added. I used to have kill lists and stuff, kill counters and all that fun stuff, but that got corrupted, so yeah. There is, immediately upon getting down here, there's a command block under here that just tells me who's in here. That's just a little dev tool, but I find it quite helpful when testing stuff out. The immediate mechanics for the withdraw and deposit, they're both the same, they're just inverse. Now, the 10 one, how that works is there's a hopper timer back there. You can sort of see it. That triggers this command block. It tests for the nearest player with 10 levels minimum within 10 blocks of that block. And if there is someone with those 2 parameters, this piston pops up and it allows them to deposit their 10 at a time. So when the piston's up, it takes 10 levels from them. And it's, oops, yeah, my sensitivity is really high. And then it adds 10 levels to the XP counter on both XP1 and XP2. And then the withdraw is just inverse. And then down here there's a same method for minimum of 1 level, range 15, because they're a little bit further away. I need to range those out, but he's gonna do this to me. Wow. This one subtracts 1 level and adds 1 to the scoreboard. Now he's very annoying, isn't he? He'll see this. Yeah. So that's deposit and withdraw. Now the security systems are a little bit more complicated. Right here, this is just a brute force security system. Test for 2 players, or well, test for people within a range of 12 in here. And when there's 2, so 1, 2, it will set all this off, which sets everyone's session to 0, screams at you, God, sensitivity, and teleports everyone to the bank again. So that is just a backup. I have it so that the button locks normally when you try to click it again if someone's down here. However, if someone like teleports in here or something, which shouldn't be allowed because I have a bunch of stuff set in the region that only allows one person down here. But if they do manage to break in, it just brute forces them out. Now, when someone gets down here, this triggers through this repeater that goes down to here, which is the fun stuff. This is the session lock timer. Now, I didn't want anyone logging out down here, or trying to stay down here. So, this is about a minute long. When someone gets down here, it goes through this signal right here. But first, it sets their session from 2 to 3 so that they don't get teleported out or denied if someone tries to press the button again. When it's set to 2 is when it teleports the person down, and when it sets it to 3 is when it locks it upstairs. Now, if someone else has 2, I'm going to change this around a bit, maybe put this on a timer, but if someone has a score of 2 when someone's down here, it will set it to 0, but this only triggers once. I need it to trigger multiple times, so I'll fix that up. I just realized that when looking back at this, so let's see, I'll get to that, but it triggers this long delay, which, since their score is set to 3, once it finishes, it tests to see if someone's down here at 3, which is kind of necessary, otherwise it'll teleport everyone. And then it sets them to 4, says their session is ended, and then it teleports wait, where's the teleport one? It's right here. No, where is it? Maybe I forgot that when I changed this up. Interesting. This tests for people with 3, and it goes to here. And then it sets them to 4, it tells them their session is ended, and and it sets them to 0. Now, there's a long delay on this because the teleporter's in a different area. I forgot about that. When it sets them to 4, there's a command block on a timer testing for people on 4. And then once they get up there, it sets them to 0. I'll show you where that is. Oops. Hit that 3 times. My bad. All the way up. My bad again. Yeah, so there's a delay on that, just so this guy over here, which is hooked up to the same clock, can test for them, and then teleport them out, and then set them back to 0 when they get there. That drops them at spawn, or bank, I'm not entirely sure. There's 2 different mechanics for it. But, that is the security system in a nutshell. I think that's as basic as I could explain it. But, when you press the exit button or your session time's out, down there I showed that it sets you back to 0. Up here, god damn it. Up here, after delay it TPs you, but when you press the button initially it sets you to 0, and then TPs you to spawn. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments of the YouTube video, not the thread or whatever this was posted on. I can't really reply to those because I don't check them. But, yeah. So, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I showed the server IP at the beginning of the video, but if you want it, I'll be posting it in the description as well. But that's it. See you next time. Bye.